no pressure.
The Watch Your Opera House in Watch Your, Iowa invites you to a night of golden oldies from the 50s to the 80s with jukebox hits from the band Hideaway Honey. This Central Iowa band performs top classic hits from such artists as Journey, Heart, Tanya Tucker, Shania Twain, The Judds, and many more. Tickets are just $10 and can be purchased at watchyyouroperahouse.org or get them at the door. It's the band Hideaway Honey this Saturday, September 28th at 7 p.m. at the Watch Your Opera House. Bridget's Public House is an Irish pub located at 208 First Avenue East, Oskaloosa. Bridget's Public House hopes you find it a warm, welcoming space that also serves delicious, unique Irish-based options created in their kitchen. And don't forget a cold beverage of choice. Located just off the square next to True Value. Come in and check out the unique decor at Bridget's Public House while enjoying a beverage or food. Follow Bridget's Public House on Facebook and stop in person at 208 First Avenue East, Oskaloosa. That's Bridget's Public House. Locally owned and operated. Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa. It's more than a drugstore. They offer framing, merchandise like collectibles, a gift shop, crafts, college gear, and more, plus cards, candles, and a whole lot more. Mahaska Drug is open late and on the weekends to fit your lifestyle. For more than just a drugstore, call 641-673-3439 or stop by Mahaska Drug at 205 North E Street in Oskaloosa. Mahaska Drug. It's more than a drugstore. Sigourney Keota football fans, Steve Shuttler Media is teaming up with Clint Dye of Tag Team Photography to bring you coverage of Sigourney Keota football this fall. You've seen Clint's fantastic photos of Sigourney Keota football over the last few years, and now Clint is bringing those talents to be showcased on Steve Shuttler Media. We're going to have pictures and action shots of each and every game, an in-depth article, and a video highlight of the game as well. You won't miss a thing with Sigourney Keota football coverage right here this year on Steve Shuttler Media.
And here's your host, Steve Shedler.
Hey, a good morning to you on this Tuesday, September 24th. Thanks for tuning in for the morning wake up here on Steve Shuttler Media. It is brought to us by our good friends at Stam Garden Center and Nursery, where you can experience the color right along Highway 92 east of Oskaloosa. Stam Garden Center and Nursery and Autumn Acres. And they are open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., closed on Sundays at Stam Garden Center and Nursery, our morning wake-up sponsor. We are broadcasting from the Oski Dental Studios. You can give them a call at 641-673-4845 and set up your appointment with Dr. Schuster. They're accepting new patients. Oski Dental going to file your insurance forms for you. A Delta Dental provider located at 902 South 17th Street, Oskaloosa. Let's take a look at our forecast. It is brought to us by the Garden Gate in Sigourney at 105 South Jefferson Street, and some patchy fog a possibility for this morning. Otherwise, cloudy skies today and a high of just 71, light and variable winds. Tonight, we will gradually clear off, a low of 50. Tomorrow, sunshine and 76, clear tomorrow night, low of 51. And then Thursday will be sunny and a high of 77. Right now, our current conditions in southeast Iowa, winds are pretty calm. Barometer at 29.83, dew point at 60, humidity at 97%. And currently in the big town of Sigourney, Iowa, according to our National Weather Service equipment, we have 57 degrees in Sigourney, Iowa. Your weather is sponsored by the Garden Gate in Sigourney. let's take a look at our This or That. It goes up every weekday at 6 a.m., and you can tell in the comments which you prefer. Again, it goes up at 6 a.m. weekdays at Steve Shetler Media Facebook. Mountains or beach is our This or That. Which one are you going to choose? It's brought to us by the Legacy Insurance Group and Welcome Realty in Sigourney with Stacy Flynn. Mountains or beach, this or that. That's our choice for today. Coming up at noon, we'll go to our question of the day. It's brought to us by Amy's Salon House and Spa, 202 North Main in Sigourney. And our question is, what is your go-to snack? What do you think? What's your go-to snack? If you have to have something to eat immediately, what's your go-to snack? And if you know me, my go-to snack is Golden Oreos. Preferably the double stuff Golden Oreos. That's my go-to. So I also kind of have a thing for Nutter Butters too. I like the Nutter Butter. What's your go-to snack? Brought to us, our question of the day, brought to us by Amy's Salon House and Spa. Let's take a look at our current matchup in the For the Fun of It tournament. This is the fall season edition for September, and it's sponsored by Colbert Feed in Sigourney, your horse source in Keokuk County, and they've got feed for your horse, your dog, your cat, your bird, whatever you're feeding, whatever pets you got, whatever animals you got, they can hook you up at Colbert Feed by the Expo in Sigourney, Iowa. Our matchup for today, hay rides versus cooler temps. Now this winner goes into the Final Four. Let's take a look at our brackets overall. We've got soups going against sweaters and sweatshirts next in our tournament. And then the winner of this matchup, hay rides and cooler temps, will face football. That'll be a tough one to beat regardless, but hay rides, cooler temps going at it right now in our current matchup. Votes count until 6 p.m. That went up at 6 p.m. last evening. So if you're looking for that matchup, just go to my feed, scroll down a little bit till 6 p.m. last evening. Give the thumbs up for a hay ride or a heart for the cooler temps on our fall season For the Fun of It tournament sponsored by Colbert Feed. Let's see here. Coming up tonight here on Steve Shetler Media, I do want to tell you, excited to have Logan Anderson as our guest. Of course, Safe Grafke is your host for the Tuesday night tune-up. We'll be broadcasting live from Smoky Row in Oskaloosa starting at 7 p.m. It's a local and area racing show. So tune in. Logan Anderson, who has had a ton of success here recently, including a win. I might butcher this because I'm not a race fan, so I don't really know racing. Was it the Boone Super Nationals? Does that sound right? Am I fooling you guys? Acting like I know what's going on? Logan was a big winner here recently. You can see him right there on the winner's stage. Logan Anderson, our guest on tonight's Tuesday night tune-up. Again, live from Smoky Row. That's Tuesdays, 7 p.m., through the end of October, so make sure you tune in for that. Coming up on Friday, we have our Iowa Music Showcase live at Barnwired in Sigourney. That fella, Luke Thomas, Luke Thomas, going to be coming to town. Barnwired in Sigourney, Friday from 11:30 to noon. Make sure you stop in live at Barnwired or watch live here on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook, YouTube. Going to get a live interview and live music from Luke Thomas on Friday. Friday night, we've got football as Pekin is on the road at Lisbon. And this is going to be, like everybody is saying this is the game, at least during the regular season this year for Pekin football. Pekin at Lisbon. It's supposed to rain a little bit coming up on Friday night. And as I've been telling you, me and the announce team, Josh and Zach, I think we're stuck in the bleachers doing our broadcast this week. So we don't have the press box overhead to protect us from the rain. So it'll be interesting coming up on Friday night. Fingers crossed that it doesn't rain, but we'll take some precautions just in case. We all might be wearing ponchos coming up on Friday night with umbrellas And maybe we'll do the old-fashioned garbage bag. Punch the holes in the garbage bag for your head and for your arms. I don't know. We'll see. But Josh and Zach and I will be heading to Lisbon on Friday night. If especially Pekin fans, if you don't want to make that long road trip, that's a pretty long road trip coming up on Friday night. We'll have it for you live here on Steve Shetler Media. Pekin football. Saturday morning, we go to Brothers Market in Sigourney for this sports section. Coming up this Saturday, we've got Pekin's Clint Weber. We'll have the Albia volleyball team, the coach and a couple of players from Albia. Albia making its debut with live guests on the sports section this Saturday. And then we've got Sigourney Keota's Jared Jensen. So tune in. We'll have a full sports section this Saturday morning on Steve Shetler Media. Let's take a look at our community calendar. We've got a blood drive coming up at the Pekin High School on Wednesday, October 16th. Put that on your calendar, a blood drive at Pekin High School. We've got the Mahaska Free Clinic going on this evening from 5:30 to 6:30 with check-ins welcome. So take advantage of that. Free Clinics of Iowa and Love Inc. of Mahaska County, bringing you the Mahaska Free Clinic tonight. Again, check-ins from 5:30 to 6:30. And then, let's see here. Let's throw up one more thing on our calendar. We've got the Sigourney Public Library's after-school programs going on September through April. That is 4th grade and up on Tuesdays. So today, 2nd and 3rd grade on Wednesdays, K through 1st on Thursdays. You can see your dates over there on that side of the calendar. So, keep in mind after-school programs at the Sigourney Public Library in the big town of Sigourney. Let's do our birthdays. Happy birthday. Birthdays. Both celebrity and hometown birthdays brought to us by Hometown Real Estate. Nikki Leathers, your realtor. Go to hometown-re.com. Hometown birthdays for today. We've got Jeremy Guile. A heck of a Keota football player back in the day for Sigourney Keota. Jeremy Guile. A birthday. I believe Jeremy's out in California now. Got Gina Green Rogers, originally from Sigourney, with a birthday today. Gina does a lot of announcing for different female Hawkeye sports. So Gina, cool person. We had Gina on our sports section earlier this year. And then my old classmate, Molly. Molly pops up in the comments occasionally. Molly Dahlstrom. I know her as Molly Margette. Molly Dahlstrom with a birthday today. So happy birthday to those folks on the hometown side. We've got celebrity birthdays like Mean Joe Green, turning 78. You remember Mean Joe from the Pittsburgh Steelers back in the day. He was in that famous Coca-Cola commercial where he shares a Coke with the kid at the football stadium. So Mean Joe Green, 78. Got actor Kevin Sorbo. What was he, Hercules? And then a very outspoken Christian actor, Kevin Sorbo, 66. Baseball's Rafael Palmeiro is 60 years old. And from the world of WWE, Stephanie McMahon, Vince's daughter. Actually, it's Stephanie McMahon Levesque, Triple H's wife. 48 years old for Stephanie. So happy birthday to those celebrities and hometown birthdays on our birthdays here on Steve Shetler Media, brought to us by Hometown Real Estate. Hey, good morning to you once again. It's 7:14 on your Tuesday, 56 degrees on a Tuesday, September 24th. And on this date in history, did you know it was back in 1845, today, the very first baseball team was organized. It doesn't say who. Maybe it's just a bunch of kids in a playground somewhere or a parking lot. I don't know. 1845, very first baseball team was organized. Maybe they're like, I picked Jimmy. and I picked Fred. I don't know. How do you... And then was like the second baseball team organized like shortly thereafter? It would make sense. On this date, 1853, Cornelius Vanderbilt made the first round-the-world trip by yacht. I wonder if he was all stuffy and lifted his nose at things. I am going around the world in my yacht. Hello, little people. I am Cornelius Vanderbilt in my yacht. 1853 for that trip. It was on this date in 1968, 60 Minutes debuted on CBS television. And then it was a sad day on 1991. Dr. Seuss passed away. Was it sudden? Was it sad? Don't remember. Ask your dad. Dr. Seuss dying back in 1991. Today on the National Day calendar, it's National Cherries Jubilee Day, and it's National Punctuation Day. So those are your days for today. Shall we hear from some of our sponsors before we continue? Let's do it. Let's hear from our headliner, Stam Garden Center and Nursery.
Stam Garden Center. Transform your indoor and outdoor space with our stunning selection. Visit us today, open 9 to 6, Monday through Saturday, located at 2421 Highway 92, Oskaloosa.
Iowa Candle Glow White is a gold medal winning dry fruity white wine from Tassel Ridge Winery that offers pineapple, pear, melon, and apricot notes with a green apple finish. You can serve it with fish, chicken, or lightly seasoned pork, or just sip it by itself. Iowa Candle Glow White is a blend made from La Crescent, Brianna, and Edelweiss grapes grown in our vineyards in Mahaska County, Iowa. Tassel Ridge, Iowa Candle Glow White is available at several of our nearly 400 retailers. If you don't see Iowa Candle Glow White at your favorite retailer, ask the manager to get it for you. Tassel Ridge Winery is located in Lighton on Highway 163 between Pella and Oskaloosa, and is open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday from 9 to 6, Saturday from 10 to 6, and Sunday from noon to 6. Check our website at tasselridge.com.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, your family's free to enjoy their dreams.
Try it again. You're getting the hang of this. Good job.
American Family Insurance.
Contact Christy Tarr in Oskaloosa at 641-673-8965.
When shopping here at Helmuth Ford, we will do our best to put you in the vehicle that you want, that you love, and that is safe for your family.
Your safety is our focus. That's why we are a full-service repair facility.
We'd love to sell you a vehicle of your choosing. If we don't have it, we'll do our best to find it for you. If you're looking for a vehicle with low miles, a great price, and a friendly atmosphere, come visit us here at Helmuth Ford.
We look forward to seeing you soon.
See our full inventory at helmuthford.com.
Watch Pekin Panther football live right here this fall on Steve Shetler Media, Facebook, and YouTube with live announcers and an updated scoreboard, plus an area scoreboard to keep you updated on other schools of interest. It's Pekin Panther football live right here on Steve Shetler Media. Yes, indeed. We got Pekin Panther football again coming up on Friday night. Pekin at Lisbon here Friday night. 7 o'clock for the kickoff, and pregame about 6:45 here on Steve Shetler Media. We're doing the morning wake up. It's brought to us by Stam Garden Center and Nursery live from the Oski Dental Studios. Let's do some things you need to know. Whoa. 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 Some things you need to know. Good news if you like going to the movies. The 8 biggest movie theater chains in the U.S. and Canada have announced a $2.2 billion plan to modernize and upgrade 21,000 screens. Didn't like all the theater chains just like upgrade all the seating and stuff and try to make things better? Now, $2.2 billion to modernize and upgrade 21,000 movie theater screens. So we'll be getting a better picture at theaters, it sounds like. How about this? A Jewish flight attendant is suing Delta Airlines, claiming religious discrimination after he was served a ham sandwich by Delta and not allowed to take the day off on Yom Kippur. So we'll see how that plays out. How about this one? Remember the cartoon Peppa Pig? Peppa. David Graham passed away last week at the age of 99. In the kids' cartoon Peppa Pig, he played the role of Grandpa Pig until the year 2021. So Peppa Pig, Grandpa Pig, passing away at 99 years old. Let's see here. Have you ever wondered what kind of fish you're eating when you're eating a McDonald's fish sandwich? Kind of fishy. The McDonald's filet of fish would be an Alaska pollock. Fish is kind of gross to me, unless it's like fish sticks. I don't do fish. Do you remember the TV series Sister Sister? Well, the two sisters in that series aren't very close anymore. Tia Mowry, who rose to fame along with her sister Tamara? I'm not sure how you say that. In the series Sister Sister, says the two of them are no longer close. So hopefully they patch things up there. How about the Farmer's Almanac? Farmer's Almanac says that they've been predicting America's weather patterns with 80% accuracy since 1792. I mean, how hard is it, really? Winter's coming. It's going to snow. Summer's coming. It's going to get hot. There'll be tornadoes. Fall's coming. There's going to be some hurricanes. Spring's coming. Tornadoes. Warmer weather. Rain. I don't know. So the Farmer's Almanac, talking about the fall season, the eastern third of the United States will see average or above average levels of rainfall, while the rest of the country will be experiencing a dry spell. So that's from the Farmer's Almanac for the fall. California signing into law a bill that bans all plastic bags in grocery stores. So no more paper or plastic. That will start in 2026. See, if you pass the bill and it's going to go into law, why not just start it right now and just get rid of all the plastic bags? I mean, I don't care. Use plastic or paper or whatever you want. It doesn't matter to me. Let's see here. Other stuff. Hundreds of electronic ballots emailed last week from Florida's Palm Beach County incorrectly listed Tom Walz as the Democratic nominee for vice president instead of Tim. They had Tom. And then finally, in things you need to know, Princess Kate has made her first public appearance since completing chemo earlier this month. She attended church on Sunday, so good for Princess Kate. Shall we do this? Let's do this. Today's impossible. It's impossible. It's impossible. Question. It's not impossible. 21% of us do this regularly with our pet. And if you have an indoor pet, I mean, wouldn't it be more like 100%? Here's the question again. 21% of us do this regularly with our pet. What is it? All right. What have we got going on in the comments? We got Bubby, got Dixie, we got Dan, we got Patrick, Sherry, Jackie, Nancy, Sherry. Good morning to you guys. Thanks for tuning in on a Tuesday. Again, today's impossible question. 21% of us do this regularly with our pet. What is it? I did this last night with my 3 dogs, my cat, and my bird. We were all watching TV. Yes, we watch TV, but only 21% of us? I mean, if you're a pet owner, what do your pets do when you're watching TV? I mean, mine don't necessarily watch the TV with me, but they're in the room with me, so I don't know. Shall we get weird? That is weird. Let's get weird. Kiss your pet. I mean, yeah, My dogs kiss. My dogs are lickers. They like to get right in my face, give me kisses. Weird news. If that wasn't weird enough for you, there's a treasure hunt going on somewhere in one of the 8 states on the East Coast. A modest gold sculpture is sitting out in the open on the forest floor. And whoever gets to find it gets to keep it. It's worth about $25,000, along with half the money collected from the people who shell out $20 a piece to receive daily clues. So again, it's a scavenger hunt on the East Coast. A golden sculpture is somewhere in the woods, the forest floor, just somewhere. So if you find it, you get to keep it. It's worth about $25,000, and you get a chunk of change. They say the bonus was about $10,000 as of Sunday morning. So if you want to go out to the East Coast and look for this golden sculpture, which is just out in the middle of nowhere, you might want to get in on that. How about this? An online DNA test and an especially persistent family member have helped solve a missing persons cold case that lasted for decades. Luis Armando Albino is a grandfather, a Marine Corps veteran, and a retired firefighter living on the East Coast. And now he can add found to the list after it was recently discovered he was abducted more than 70 years ago at the age of 6 from a park in California. Albino had been playing with his 10-year-old brother Roger at a park in Oakland in 1951 when a woman speaking Spanish promised little Luis, who was born in Puerto Rico, that she would buy some candy for him, ended up kidnapping him. And he had been missing ever since. They just figured it out who he was. So he has been reconnected with his family. Pretty cool stuff going on there. Good morning, Pat. Thanks for tuning in. How about this? A freak accident killed a 16-year-old boy as he rode his bike last week in Florida, apparently struck by lightning. Apparently, the teen, identified by friends and family as high school junior Cameron Day, was spotted riding his bike in Pembroke Pines on Wednesday night, around the time that rainy and windy conditions were seen on a doorbell video in the area. A woman in the neighborhood where the accident took place tells CBS News that the storm moved in just after she saw the teen on his bike. He was struck by lightning and killed. Let's go. Yeah, we're still in the weird here. Anybody that names their kid Skywalker, and I am a huge Star Wars fan, but I would never name my kid Skywalker. I might name my kid Darth Vader Shetler. Yeah, it's got a certain ring to it, but not I'm kidding. Skywalker Shetler would be kind of cool, kind of a cool name. Come here, Skywalker, get over here. You knew you'd be in trouble if they called you Skywalker and not just Sky. So anyway, a family in London was told to change their son's name or receive permission from Disney after a passport application was rejected. Let's see here. The parents say, we were not aware that this could be a potential issue. We understand that, and his first name is Loki from like the Marvel movies. So this poor kid, Loki Skywalker, what's their last names? Mowbray. Loki Skywalker Mowbray. What a name. His middle name is, they say, we understand that Loki's middle name is copyrighted, but we have no intention of using it for personal gain. They say the kid was born in 2017. In homage to the hit franchise, the boy's parents decided to name him Loki Skywalker Mowbray. Now, according to the outlet, the family was eventually able to resolve the issue and will travel to the Dominican Republic as planned. So, good luck in life, Loki Skywalker. Let's go to FEMA. The Federal Emergency Management Agency accidentally sent out a release declaring a, quote, major disaster for the state of Texas. This was following the New Orleans Saints victory over the Dallas Cowboys. On Thursday morning, an email was sent out by FEMA saying with the headline, President Daniel Larguez declares major disaster after Saints beat Cowboys in Dallas. Not long after the release hit media members' email accounts, a second message was sent out asking that the prior release be disregarded. So in Texas, they declared a major disaster when the Cowboys lose. Shall we go to the files of law and disorder? We shall. This sounds like something out of a movie. In India, a troop of monkeys have been credited with intervening in an attack on a 6-year-old child. An unknown man lured a 6-year-old girl to an abandoned house where he undressed and attempted to attack the young girl. However, according to the girl's account, a bunch of monkeys instead attacked the adult man. Way to go, monkeys! The girl told her parents at home after the event that the attack was enough for the man to flee and leave her alone to escape. So, monkeys to the rescue. Yeah! Way to go, monkeys. Beat up that creepy weirdo. Let's do something that might possibly make you smile.
Something that makes you smile.
Something to make you smile, brought to us by Lifetime Dental Solutions. They're celebrating 10 years coming up on Thursday, October 3rd. They're going to have an open house at their new location at 115 South Jefferson in Sigourney. They've got office tours, refreshments, and prizes. It's Dr. Stacy Freeze, Lifetime Dental Solutions, celebrating 10 years and their new location on October 3rd. Check that out. Well, in something that'll make you smile. Less than a week after NBC News detailed how the hospital system, Atrium Health of North Carolina, aggressively pursued former patients' medical debts, placing liens on their homes to collect on hospital bills, the nonprofit company announced it would cancel those obligations and forgive the unpaid debts associated with them. Isn't it amazing when the media puts a little pressure on people that they'll backtrack like immediately? Some 11,500 liens on people's homes in North Carolina and 5 other states will be released. Atrium's parent company, Advocate Health, said with some dating back 20 years or more. Advocate Health said it's changing its policy now as the next logical step, following a decision to stop filing lawsuits and property liens to collect on people's medical debts. So that is some good news, some relief for those folks. Something to make you smile, brought to us by Lifetime Dental Solutions. That full story will be posted on Facebook coming up at about 7:45. Let's wrap this up with some duh. In the duh. Now, this is no bull. First responders in a Massachusetts city had to exercise some impromptu roundup skills when 8 bulls escaped from a rodeo being held in a parking lot at a mall on Sunday. Again, this is in Massachusetts. Video posted online captured the moment when the bulls escaped from the rodeo in North Attleboro. The animals charged through the crowded parking lot, knocked down fencing, bumped against a tent, and rumbled toward busy U.S. Highway 1. Yeehaw! They eventually headed for some nearby woods for short-lived freedom. No one was hurt during the breakout. So, bulls escaping from a rodeo in Massachusetts. Gotta get them there bulls back in the bullpen. That is your moment of duh. You gotta keep control of those bulls. Let's take a look at our forecast one last time. It's brought to us by the Garden Gate. Possibly some patchy fog this morning. Otherwise cloudy and pretty nice out. A high of 71 today. Right now, 57 degrees. Do keep in mind, coming up tonight, we've got Tuesday night tune-up, 7 p.m., live from Smoky Row in Oskaloosa. Safe Grafke will be chatting with Logan Anderson. Make sure you tune in right here on Steve Shetler Media, live starting at 7 p.m. Otherwise, video-wise, let me look up at the schedule. We've got In Remembrance Of on the way at 8 a.m. What's happening? The community calendar video, What's Happening in Southeast Iowa at noon today. Successful Farming at 5:30. And then TNT, Tuesday night tune-up at 7 p.m. All right, that does it for me. Yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate you. And we'll see you again tomorrow morning here on Steve Shetler Media with the Morning Wake Up, brought to us by Stam Garden Center and Nursery, live from the Oski Dental Studios.